Hello.
Hi everyone, welcome to this week's stream. I'm Gift, and with me here I have Obinna, who has been a regular guest on this channel. As you know, I do weekly streams on Thursday at this time. 1 minute. I always forget to do this. My laptop is about to die. I need to charge it.
This is like the intro, the best intro to a stream.
Best intro. So you don't want to like go off just like that. Anyway, as I was saying, I have this weekly streams where I invite guests or just come on here to talk about stuff or build a project. So a couple of weeks ago, I had Obinna as a guest, and we were exploring how to use Cloudflare Pages with Function. And I thought it would be nice to invite him back so we continue that project. So that's what we're going to be doing today. So over to you, Obinna.
Oh, hi everyone. So I did like a live stream a while ago, and I went on vacation. And I came back, and now my code does not know me anymore. Wait, oh, am I sharing my screen still?
Let me put that on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna close all of this because y'all don't need to see this. And then I'll just increase this a bit. Is this good?
Yeah, a little bit would be nice. Like
All right.
one more. Yeah.
Man, this is like when you're trying to like show everything. I'm just gonna close all of this, and then it becomes like so in your face.
Mm-hmm.
So just so yeah, I went on vacation. I came back, and now I'm doing another live stream. So yeah, let's do it. Um,
Sorry, before you continue, because I'm seeing that we have like new people that were not on the previous
yeah,
one. Do you want to like give us like a rundown TLDR of
yes,
what's yeah.
yes, of course. So what we're building essentially is like a way to authenticate using GitHub auth applications and pages functions. So previously, what we have set up is we set up like the project. Give to probably link the. So I'm looking down because this is where like my computer is, so don't mind me. But give to probably link the previous stream, and you can see that we set up a project. So our project is just made up of a what's it called? It's made up of sorry, just putting everything on do not disturb. So our project's made up of like just two buttons that literally like link you to GitHub and another one to fetch like repositories for a particular user. And then we set up like some functions in our index file to help us like get authorization from the application because Gift, I don't know if you have the sketch that I sent to you a while ago just to show how the flow
Uh
of
it's on
this
my
is.
work laptop, so
Oh,
and I'm
okay.
using it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll add
If
it
you
to
have
the
a link,
description.
I can
We can add
look
it to
for
the
it.
description, but essentially the way I don't know if I open a Scarlet Draw if I still have it.
I
Um
think you should.
Let me
If you
see.
signed in. Yeah.
No, I have another thing. I've sketched a lot of things on a Scarlet Draw. This is our this is me trying to do some showing serverless workflow. Um but yeah, the application essentially gets a code from GitHub and then you exchanges that code for an authorization token that you sign as a JWT in, and we use like pages functions to handle that serverless workflow. So if you haven't checked out the first video, it would be nice if you like check that out so that you can follow on with this one. So we have like a code slash function slash API slash code, which you can use page. This is how you set up like your pages functions, and pages functions essentially are workers like Cloudflare workers in a pages environment. And what that means is you can handle like pieces of logic in your application without having to maintain servers on your own. So the logic we're handling here is that we are getting the code from our GitHub and then using that code to get a token, and then so we're using the code here to get a token, and then using that token to fetch users. And I've set all of this up in the last video, so this is like essentially just a recap. And yeah, that's
Okay.
that's more or less what we're doing.
Cool.
So yeah, in our last stream, we ended by just showing that we can get back to be set up KV, and KV is like our key value store for caching information that you don't necessarily need to write often to, but like you read from. And we just showed how to like push stuff up to KV, so we can use that KV information to identify the ID to identify our user, the location, like all of store this information here. Like if you check the last video, you see that. So now what we want to do in this stream, and I hope to keep it very short, is to expand on this more and kind of use our JWT to get the repositories from the user, right?
Yeah.
So let's let's do
Cool.
something. Yeah, before before I go forward, I'd like to modify some code here. Let me see. Okay, this is done. Yeah, okay, cool. I think I already did it before the stream, because I anticipated doing it again.
What's that?
So the last thing I did was I wanted to set the JWT to our local storage, so that
Okay.
we can use it to do stuff like, oh, if somebody is not, how to check if somebody's authenticated already. So if we go to let me just run this application so that we can see what is here. Before the stream, I was just telling Gifter. So it's literally my first day back, and I'm just back to coding in front of people, and this is not nerve wracking at all. So
You can do
uh,
it.
yeah, let's go. Okay, cool. Aha,
Not
MVMU.
financial.
So we're using Wrangler 2 to, which is a new version of like Wrangler CLI to help you like build stuff locally, test stuff locally. And the Wrangler 2 needs you to have Node version 16 and above, which is what I did here. I just switched my Node version because I created this project with Node 14, as you can see.
Yeah.
So now if we check this, we can see that there's nothing here. And but if we log in, we should see a value. I think.
Did from the last time the login button was
But
working, right? Like the login with GitHub would go and get okay.
yeah, but having this problem. Okay, one sec. I need to fix this. Okay, this is what this live stream is going to be now. Debugging. All right.
Fix.
Fixing. So I'm just going to run a command in the morning. Let me see. Uh,
There is this CLI thing that I remember using for like getting quick history. I can't remember what it is now.
oh,
What is
me.
this?
Let me move this to trash in the.
Fig? Is it Fig?
Yeah,
Maybe.
Fig is a really nice tool. I use it.
Mm.
I use it, but like Fig like auto suggests. I think.
Ah, okay, okay, okay. Ah,
Uh,
yeah, I see it.
yeah, use Fig. Uh, so this is me just trying to make um my dependencies happy, because it's been a while. So they are yelling at me. There's a lot of like, they're like, Obinna, where have you been? So yeah. And I have to NVMe 16 again, and then do the run. Oh wait, okay. If this doesn't work, then I guess I know what the issue is. It's because I changed. So because I'm sharing like my credentials on here, which you should never ever
Mm.
ever.
Mm-hmm.
But I
Yeah.
did it. Um,
Did you
I think
change it?
yeah, I changed it. I changed it. I've been changing it. Um, okay, okay. Let's just leave that. I write some code. We'll get. I'm trying to make sure something works, but let's just leave that. I write some code. So the first thing we want to do here is use. We want to get back the stuff. So this is what I used to show that you can actually get back what you stored in KV. The next thing we would want to do is to make sure that our button, our fetch, this is our fetch user button, wouldn't show. All right.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not logged in, right?
Yeah.
So since that's client side, we would have to do that here. And um, I press save, and all this changes thing came up. Since that's client side, we want to do that there, and we're going to handle this by calling. We're going to request for the button using like good old JavaScript, client side JavaScript. So we're going to call this request button, and then it will be document dot pre-selector. Wait, yeah. Because the first one is a link, the other one's a button, right?
Yeah.
And
I
then
think both of them are buttons. I think
actually,
that's
nah,
yeah.
first one's a link, this one's a
Oh,
button.
okay, it's a button. Okay.
Yeah. So we're going to get like the button, and then initially we're going to do the request button and change this to, we're going to modify the style to display um, none. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then we want to say that if, so because here we've set like the JWT to be stored here, right?
Mm-hmm.
We want to say if this JWT does not exist, then don't show this button, right? So if the local storage get item
It's empty.
here, then we're going to, if it exists, then we're going to set the requests in style display block.
Okay.
And um then we're going to do then when we get that, we're going to add an event listener to request button so that I can actually do like some of the things supposed to like fetch the repo. So now it's showing, so you can now set the function for it to fetch the repo. So that request would be like on click. Like when like when you've written like so much using so much frameworks that if
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, this is how this should be. Oh, okay. Yeah.
I like these days like I actually like writing like vanilla JavaScript.
Vanilla JavaScript.
It's, um it's helpful to just like understand how these things work. Um
Okay.
so now we have to define what this fetch repo does, right? And go out of this if block and create like an async function which will be fetch repos. Okay.
Okay.
And what we would like this to do is when we click this button, we want it to go to our serverless function and handle all that logic there, and then give us back the list of repos, right? And then so we're going to have like a const, I'll just call it server because it's sending off to like won't help us. And then this would probably be the URL of this like slash API slash repos, right? So we're just going to say HTTPS. This is essentially like our
Like server,
yeah
your
slash
yeah.
API slash. So you can when setting up your serverless functions here, you can have it in the functions and you don't need a slash API. Like I said in the last stream, I just prefer putting it in a slash API because it's easier to like not modify like your index.js or something. I just like to make it so that I know that when I say slash API, it's a functions route. It's just easier for my brain.
Mm.
Yeah. So next thing we're going to do is we'll set up a try catch. Oh, you notice that I don't have my copilot on today?
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
my
I
little
noticed
helper.
I noticed from earlier. I was like,
Yeah.
okay.
The reason is because I haven't restarted this VS Code, so it's not on yet. So sometimes like so it's sleeping. It's just waiting for me to like restart. But I'll put it down the stream because it
I mean,
doesn't come back.
but we agreed from the last time that maybe for live coding it does help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So here what we want to do is we want to get like um the JWT, right? And then use this to like return a list of repos. I'll still write the logic for how it actually does this, but let me just do this code. This might actually be a very short stream to be honest, because yeah, we've done most of the work. This is like the complete
The follow up.
yeah, the follow-up.
Yeah.
So the response from this, we want to await the what's it called, the fetch, right? And then obviously you have the thing you're trying to fetch, and then we want to give it a header. Actually, miss my copilot now because copilot would have written this whole block.
No cheating, no cheating.
I believe that like using copilot is really beneficial, especially when like you have a bit of an idea of what's the thing.
It's
Yeah,
it's yeah, when you suggest and then it's like, okay, yeah, I was going to do that, but I mean I can just start through it and
yeah.
do have to type the entire thing out. But
Uh,
when you like suggest large chunks of code, then that's a bit confusing.
yeah.
Yeah.
So what I'm doing here now is I'm trying to get like the JWT that we've stored because we're going to use that JWT to actually get the users, right? So
Mm.
um let me see. Yeah, got that. We want to get the my screen is legible enough, yeah?
Let
Just
me
check.
see.
Check
I can
as
see
it
it's
change.
okay here.
Okay.
But I think the font is a little bit small when I'm seeing it on YouTube.
You sure?
Yeah.
If I put any larger, I won't. Okay. Let me do it. Let me do it again.
If it's too much, then it's fine. Or probably people can see it. If you can see it, please let us know. Okay.
Is it better now? Can
Yeah.
one like?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
It's
Cool.
better.
Okay. Cool. So what we're going to do in our logic is we're going to get this authorization header, right? Because this authorization header is going to come back with the bearer and then our JWT, right? And we're going to take our JWT and check that it is actually the JWT that we sent to the user the first time, so that we're making sure that it's not tampered with. So we're going to do like a verification, and then if
Mm.
it is not the JWT, we'll say, oh, we didn't give you this, so 401, not valid. And then if it is, we're going to decode it, right? And then when we've decoded it, we're going to use it to get like the information of the user and then
Yeah.
use that to fetch the actual repos, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we're still going to come back here to be able to like use the data from this, but we need to go to here now. our fetch repos to actually write some logic. So I'm just going to put this down a little because I need to do some importing. So we're going to import, and I miss my copilot. AWT from we had a
I think
package.
you're using a different one.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I was going to say you're using this one, the
Yeah.
Cloudflare Worker.
Yeah. So previously, like we stated, Cloudflare Workers is its own runtime, and because like Cloudflare Workers is its own runtime, there are like specific packages that would work on Node that wouldn't exactly Node's the runtime on its own, and will exactly work on Cloudflare with Cloudflare Workers. So, but that is like being a lot of packages are being migrated now. So yeah. So we have our own like way of like signing JWTs. Like you won't use like JSON Web Token if you're used to like writing Express apps. You wouldn't use that package. You just use a different one, but it's still the same idea. Um, and then the next thing we want to wait. Let me see if we exported this. Let me see if we exported this. Remember we signed the relax form, or we did export it. Um, so because we exported our very very secret thing that I have shown all of you, which again I said, please do not do in production. My very secret thing, and import that from here, from code, and just put this down so that there's a bit of like legibility. I'm going to take this away because we don't exactly need it yet. So I'm going to take that away, and then I'm going to create like a try. Um, try will not come. See. Then we get the error, and then if we get an error, we want to console log key error. And then here is where we're going to verify that what we gave is actually what we are getting, right? So that we don't like order something from Amazon and get a different thing. But, but just to make sure
Happens.
that the thing signed is like the thing that's coming back, we will create like a variable for this and check that token, and then make sure that the request that's coming from here, which I think, can I open this side by side? The request that's coming from here, we're going to get the header. Oh no, wrong header. Let me see how I wrote this. Yep.
If you want to have it side by side, you can close the file explorer and then have it. Yeah.
I don't think that's necessary. It's fine.
Okay.
So the header, and then we're going to get the transition. Okay, I think I'm just going to do what you said.
Because you
Yeah,
can just look at it. Yeah.
yeah. I this is just like I love how like we like pair program like in my team at Cloudflare. So nice. It's like, yeah, it's so cool. And then so what we want to do here is, because we're getting back like an array, we want to get not the first one. We're going to get back this and whatever is here. So we want to get back like the second, like this one here, right? We want to get back the actual DWT, not just the bearer. So we're going to do is that we're going to split whatever is coming back from here, right? So it's split that, and then just give it like some.
Adam is in chat. He's agreeing to what you said.
What do you? Oh
He
yeah,
said
our pair programming. Adam is my
pepperoni.
go-to for like pepper. If I love like if I hit a bug, I know that Adam would help me. Like I would hit a bug and stay there for a bit and then say, "Hey, let me call Adam." So now, so what we've done here is that we've split we now have like the token, right? The actual GWT that has come back, right? So now what we're going to do is verify. I'm going to close this now because all we're doing now, we have this here, and then another variable, and we'll call it the verified JWT, and then await JWT dot verify. And what I'm doing here is I'm using this package, which is documented. If you go to npm and you search this, can you share the link? You would
Yep.
see that you are able to verify the JWTs that you signed like this. So all you have to do is pass in the actual JWT and then check for your and pass in your secret as well, right? And then you then like we want to say, oh, if this is not what we sent, this is not what we sent, then return. Oh no, then return a new response of, and we'll say, uh, I like to add a little bit of like humor in my code, but I'll just leave it like this. Not a JWT. And then probably want to return the status as well.
Not found it. Okay.
On. So it's not authorized. And then if it is, then we want it to go to the next block, which is our decode
Decode.
it and decode. We want to decode it now. So we want to bring out like the payload that we've. If you missed the last stream, we encoded our JWT at first here with a payload that has like this information and the avatar, and like we signed it. So here we're just trying to decode it. So that would be JWT decode and then passing the token, right?
Mm.
Um, and then because like we've previously pushed up like this information here to KV, which what we did here was so you can, because I said we're using Wrangler too, you can test out using KV locally. And like I said, I was on vacation, so I'm not sure if this has changed, but then I think that's there was like gift. Can you speak more like any improvements on Wrangler too?
Yeah, right now with Wrangler 2, local development is at least on the forefront of one of the features that we're shipping. Another thing is you can as well like manage secret keys or manage like your KV durable object directly with the terminal. So by running like Wrangler create, I think
Oh
KV
wow.
name, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cool. Cool.
I
I
remember from the yeah.
yeah. Tell me. Sorry. Tell me.
I remember from the last stream you did that, right?
Yeah,
You
I
created
did that in a very hacky way, but yeah, I was wondering if like if it's different from how I did it last stream, where I just created this KV space here, and then just it would create this mf.mf file where you can actually see what you're storing in KV. So when you deploy this, it will just add it to your KV, and everything will be.
yeah. I think, I mean, I don't know, but I currently don't see a toml file.
No,
So
oh, so
you don't have that.
oh, okay, okay, cool. So I would also have to update this code then, but that's fine. We can do that later. So because I've put like this user ID and stringified my user and my token, user information and token, you can see it here, right? This is like all my cool stuff, which I'm not sure if I should be showing. But now we're going to want to get that information back from KV. So we've used like our token. We've gotten back decoded our token, and then now we want to get back like the user info. That's the payload that we put into KV, and we're going to do this with using .env, and we're going to do KV, and the name of our store is. Let me just get that from here so that I do not make any mistakes. Let me get this, and then what will get back the thing out. we did. So last week I was at a conference and I got like a lot of questions about KV and how like if it is just like Redis, but I think like a documentation is not exactly like Redis, but then it's still like a key value store as well. So yeah, and then we want this as type JSON, right? Because that's the type of the payload that we put in. And then
Mm.
if this user does not exist, right? We want to also like check for that as well. Doing like on a new response. Does anyone have any questions like so far? Because I feel like I've just been so nervously typing. I try to make sure that
Yeah.
I stay away from my CLI.
The thing with live streams is that you don't really, I mean, you can if you monitor the chats,
Yeah,
but the feedback is not really there like
yeah.
as you'd
Oh, okay.
expect. But I would check if anybody has questions and I will bring it up.
Anybody want to say hi? So yeah, so now that we've done like so what we've done so far is we've gotten our JWT, we've decoded it, we've made sure that okay, this JW the token is actually what it is, and then using our token we've used it to decode, and then we've searched in our KV file to see oh does this user already exist? Excuse me, this user does not exist. We want to say the user is not found, and then we're going to do, next thing we're going to do now is actually use that user information, the token to from the user to fetch the repos, right?
Repos. Yeah.
Then we want to await our fetch repos. Then because of how it is stored here, you can see that this is an object, right? So user dots is what I'm going to use to find like my token, right? The
Mm.
access token that's somewhere at the end here. It is there, I
And
promise.
search. Search.
Oh, yeah, it's here.
Oh,
It's at the end.
that's it. Okay.
Yeah, because that's the last thing we added. That's why. So I just do this right, and then um, I'm going to return a new response for JSON or repos, and I want to just stringify it now, right? Then the next thing we want is do we probably want to add do we? Do we?
What's that?
Yeah, we probably want to like return like the stringified version of this error if we have errors. I am really hoping we don't have errors today because I want to keep the 1 hour span that we have.
We
Uh
have to.
imagine
Yeah,
doing
you
imagine
can.
doing a live stream with no errors. That'd be,
Sorry?
I say imagine doing a live stream with no errors. That'd be so nice.
Well, it's a good thing
Yeah.
aim for. Yeah, I think having like the actual error would be good for like debugging.
Yeah. It'd be good to to see if like what the error is on every string fight, right? So
Mhm.
because now we've called this fetch repos, but we haven't done anything with it, right? I'm going to go and fetch like our config file. We're just going to come here, copy everything, come back here, and again, like I said, do not do this in production, please. Be like me, show your credentials, and obviously after the stream, I'm going to change this credential, so yeah, that's fine. Uh,
I mean, it's just the ID and the secret, right?
yeah, don't ever share your secrets of your app
Mm.
or whatever app you build.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to take the token, I'm going to use this token to do magic. So I'm just going to console.log the token. The token, then And then we want to use like to fetch something from GitHub's what's it called, list of stuff, right? You need like to hit the resource endpoint, and you hit this like with the token, right? So we're going to have like the a URL that we are going to construct a URL that we want to like ask for the information. So this would be in our config, but because that's the source endpoints, and
Yeah.
then we're going to have the user. This is how like I'm going to request for repos, and this is how the URL is like constructed, right? If I had my trusty friend Copilot, he would have done this for me. But oh
I'm
well,
actually checking
you
the
see now you
correct.
can't miss it. Don't and we're going to like so you want it like the ones that you created, the repos that you created, and the direction of how like you want it to like be. So just be
Mm,
and then the reason is so I don't expect you to like have all of this in your head. The reason I remember this is because I've done it before, right?
yeah.
So
Because
that's
I was also going to say the filters you added is just because you
yeah.
want it to be
Yeah, because I just want
that
the
way.
so you can just do slash repos and that's fine. But I want to like get the ones that I created and then um let the direction be like ascending.
Ascending.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the next thing we're going to do now is we're going to fetch from this URL now. So the response will be to await a fetch and then the URL and then headers, and then we want to add authorization just because my spelling is horrible. Oh,
Oh, you are.
thank you very much. Yeah, I could have just copied it, but I was just
With
like, if I make a mistake in two places because I copied out pasted, uh, yeah, uh, thank you. And then I'm going to add back the token now, right? Because that's what we're using. The token we're using here now is not our JWT. It is not our secret signed one. It's the one from GitHub because we had to scatter everything our JW. We took our JWT apart like Legos and got back the token that we signed before and sent, right? So that's what we're using here now. And then I always find it's good to add the user agents because sometimes you might get an error that is related because you don't have like a user agent. So right, and you can literally name like user agent like you just have to have a name.
okay.
I learned about this while
Uh,
debugging with Adam.
So which one do you then need to put the name of the browser?
Yeah, you can. This can be like the name of the browser as well because this one here. Okay, let me just put the name of the browser. Let me
Okay.
this one
It
here.
has to be a string
Yeah,
though.
you just have to have like a user agent when you're hitting this resource endpoint.
Okay.
So I can just take this now from here. This is what Copilot gave us last time. See, very detailed. And and this is what my human brain could think of. So I'll just put that there. And then I'm going to log data and then await response or JSON and then return. Okay.
Moment of truth.
I'm going to clear all this. Oh wait, before we do this, I'm just going to do one last thing, right? Because if we have, let's say now we're getting back this list of repos, we actually want to see the repos, right? So let me um I'm just going to do like some looping here because this data here, right,
Mm-hmm.
to show we're supposed to give back our repo based on the logic that we've written. So I'm just going to loop through this data like a for I of data, and then what?
Nothing. It's just I'm so used to, like we said, not doing vanilla
Oh
stuff.
man. So these days, yeah, because I found that when I like when you build like something with React or with you like you use
Yeah,
Vue.js, I
they're
mostly
abstracted. Yeah.
yeah. People will be like, maybe I need to learn this thing first before I learn this other one. But what I'm going to do now is so I've just found to use vanilla and then allow people to like build on top of what they like want to build on top of. So what I've done now is I'm just going to create like an element somewhere in my DOM. Hope it just adds to the last one. And then inside that element, I'm just going to do now HTML and then have the name of the repo. 'Cause I suppose yeah, this is me just throwing a shot in the wild. But let's see. Let's see. We will console our errors. And then do like the documents body, and then we're going to append child. Yo, I had so much fun refreshing my memory on this on vanilla because I was and if you don't know what vanilla JS is, it's just like JavaScript, like written like you know, it's without like frameworks and stuff, like actually manipulating the DOM using like the methods. And then yeah,
Nice.
gift the time.
Moment of truth. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, if you run it, we can walk back through with the since you've logged pretty much everywhere,
Yeah,
we
yeah,
know what's happening.
yeah. So I'm going to do npm. Wait, let me do this in my let me do this in my item. npm
Okay.
run 1 sec.
Well, you
Just
have
to
to
make
share it
sure.
too.
Yeah, wait. Just to make sure that so I'm just going to do npm run start. Okay. npm use 16. Dun, 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 dun. Get you promised us. You
Can
promised
you
us.
move? I can't see the terminal. Can you move it to
Oh,
your?
so
Yeah.
sorry. Okay. Wait, but can you see my screen now?
Yeah, I can.
Okay. So I'm just going to inspect this clear
Okay.
any JWTs we have. Okay, we have no JWTs. You come back here. You can see that the first thing we did was, we hit the button, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's not showing now until we actually have some JWTs, right? So if I click
Yeah.
on this authorize and I check, okay, it is unable to get user credential locally. Wow.
Mm.
Okay. If I check my JWT now, I should see undefined, which is fine. It's fine. Let us not panic yet. I'm talking to myself. The screen of see the screen.
Yeah. The minimize probably down if you want.
Yeah. Wait. Let me minimize this one because I'll just take this here. It is well. It is well. Oh, okay. I'm still back on this screen. So let me see where our error is. Saying unable to get. Okay, okay. I think this is more of an npm error than anything else. So let
Where
me.
did you see unable to get on the terminal?
Yeah, I'm looking at my terminal.
Okay.
Sorry. Let me see.
Yeah, I know it's I don't know if you have the thing that does side by side, but If you don't, then it's fine.
Oh,
Just
okay.
layering it on top of this. So we see what you're seeing.
Oh, bad. Where is this? Isn't full screen. Can you see this now? Wait, yo, yo, I'm
Mm,
just sharing everything. Um, Let me see. Can I see it now?
yes.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
awesome. Um, I feel like this is an npm issue. Well, let me see. npm use 16. npm. Okay. Click on this. Ooh, I still get my errors.
So what error did you get? You said something about
Yeah. So it's saying unable to get user
issues set
specific
locally.
locally. And then when I Google this, let me see. I've had this error just today, I promise.
That was the same error from earlier before, right?
Yeah, the error that I just wanted to ignore and get along with the stream. So when I check here, what does Stack Overflow tell me? Let me see.
Face.
It says run. Okay. Okay. Let me see. See if that fixes it. But let's look at the good stuff. The good parts is that our button works. Our button does not show.
At least up until the point where it
Yeah.
fetches the GWT, which if you
Yeah.
check now, maybe
Mm-mm.
same. Okay.
Okay. You know what I'm going to do is let me going to cancel this and I'll just come back here and so I know for a fact that this is a node and its issues. I'm just going to remove this three.
So I mean I've seen a couple of suggestions to
Oh, tell
people
me.
saying
Have
them.
people
So maybe we could
this for
try.
me?
So how do I send it to you, Joe? There is one that says you should export node.
Is this like
I'll send it on chat
yeah,
here.
I know that this is a node issue because I literally just had this problem this morning. This is why
So,
you should always check on your computer.
so if you try the code block that I just sent to you, see
So you
if
send
that
on
helps.
if I check the
As
chat, I will see
private chat, yeah.
where.
The stream on the
Okay,
stream,
gotcha.
yeah.
I should do this on where?
Your terminal,
Gotcha. Let me see.
yes.
Okay. Run this. Okay.
Oh, okay, trust. Any luck? No.
Let me see. Yes.
It
Woohoo!
works.
Yes.
Nice.
Who helped? Who helped me? I just want to say thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank
Yeah.
you to Stack Overflow mostly, but yeah.
Thank you, Stack Overflow. Like, thank this. If I ever made like valedictorian, this would be my speech. Thank you to everyone. But yeah, so now we have our thing, and then let's hit fetch. What is? Woohoo! You
Is
see? You see? So these are like some
these
of
are
like.
your repo names, Obinna. Wow.
So I name. Look, I have like the bat card, the bat project. I have like homework. I have like I've done like some cool weird projects. Comic book. Like if you know me, like you know I like memes. Yeah. We have like 9 minutes to spare. You see? Just ignoring that error because I saw it this morning and I was like, yeah, I'll just ignore this for now. Um,
Yeah,
so
that's really good that we figured
yeah.
it out.
Oh,
Um,
thank you guys so much. I think what I want to do like with this project, like in the future, we can add like more stuff. Like we can have like an application and have like more stuff like using Cloudflare Access for verification as well, authorization as well, and then add like more using like more Cloudflare stuff to just show with this project and just keep building on top of it.
yeah, it would be also nice to, yeah, like you said, explore other things as well
Yeah.
to, and I plan to have like a different stream. Maybe then you'll be like a fourth time.
I,
Yes.
yeah,
To
yeah.
do
I
that.
feel like I feel like we should just have like this schedule where like every last Thursday of the month we just like because the
Uh,
yeah
yeah, I'm always happy to like have more people on, right?
yeah
So definitely, and because we work on the same team, yes.
awesome. So just to like recap on like what happened here was that the first thing that like last stream like this is like the whole pages functions intro thing. The first thing we did was we set up like a very clean HTML with two buttons, one link and a button because this has to be a link because it is sending you to a different place.
Mhm.
Accessibility, yeah. Make sure that people can like use links. And then we have like the index.js file which gets like a code and then sends that code to the app and then handles the code back, right? Using the code to like get user information. And here what we essentially did was we set up serverless functions to handle some of the stuff that we would previously have to like maybe use like a server for, which is exchanging that code for an access token, encoding the access token, using that token to fetch user information, and then using and then what we then did with that token was we sent it to the browser to be a sort of, oh, if you're logged in, you can the browser would know that you're logged in because you have the JWT, and then you can also go further to like you can use the string that we returned here as a way to like send people back to the last place that they were in. So you can actually dynamically change the states so that if someone was say if you ever logged into Netflix, right? Netflix knows where you've like you stopped in the movies, right? It's more complex than that, but that's a use case for it.
Mm.
And then what we did today was we just used that JWT, got it back from local storage, and then ripped it apart to make sure that's the one we actually signed with our very secret string. And yeah, please don't show like these kind of things in production because you want it to be secret. You want it to be like an environment variable. And then yeah, we use that to fetch some of the repos on my accounts.
Cool.
Yeah.
Nice. I mean, it looks good. I definitely learned a few things from you, Obina. So thank you so much.
Thank you. So yeah, please
Okay.
check out our
Yeah,
documentation and stuff.
definitely. Yeah, if you I know Ojo mentioned that he wants to learn more about Cloudflare pages. Yeah, this is just like high level. I won't say high level, but just like we're touching on one part of the entire Cloudflare platform. But if you would want to check out, we have like the documentation where you can check out more about pages functions like Ubina just shared with us, and also Wrangler 2. and workers as well. Yeah,
Yep.
great.
I
Okay, now we
sorry.
have more people on stream when we're about to wrap up.
Oh
Really?
no. I want to like do this thing where
Okay.
so there's this service. I don't know if you've heard about it. It's called
Yeah.
Cloudflare, and like you can use like Cloudflare tunnel to. So this thing that's running locally on my machine now, I can literally spin up like an actual URL that people can go to. But the thing why I wouldn't do that because I just remember that I've shared all credentials on here, and I don't want like anybody to get hacked. So because yeah, we try to be nice on the stream, but we don't know who's watching. So I you can check out this Cloudflare tunnel. It's a secure way to like share projects that you're working on locally with friends or like test out things in actual like URLs. You can see that
Mm.
it spins up like a free tunnel for you. So it's like a HTTPS protected version of your local host. So all I need to do now is just do Cloudflare tunneled hyphen URL HTTPS of my local project here, and it will spin up a secure thing that I can share with all of you. But I would not
Mm.
because I have been sharing credentials. Yeah,
Yeah,
and it's
maybe when you make it more, probably the GitHub repo would be something you'd share then, so
oh
people
yeah, for
might.
sure. Like when I clean it up, like I said the last stream, this week is ending, so maybe by next week you would have like a tutorial on how all of this works, and then we can
Mm.
keep building on top of that and adding more cool stuff. So yeah,
Cool. I just got an idea for a video from this. I actually would like to make a very short video on how to use Cloudflare
yeah,
tunnels.
yeah.
All right. Thank you so much for coming on again, Ubina, and thank you for everybody that was around to see us write some code. As Obina said, after this, you can rewatch it. So some good news. Sorry, good news. You can always watch it later. I would include all the links that he mentioned in the description, so you can also check it out. Well, thank you all so much for joining us. I'll see you all next week because I have another guest. I won't
Uh,
spoil it. So yeah, I won't spoil it. But yeah, it's going to be nice too.
yeah.
All right. Thank you all so much. Bye.
All right, take care. Bye.